Code 2021 with the help of ChatGPT and Bing. Okay, now I'm going to the problem. I have structured my repository. I will try to solve the challenge in Go. I simply have a folder for Advent of Code and for all of my solutions, and I have day 1, part 1, Go, and I'm planning here to have all the input text, of course, the text, and as well to have prompt, the prompts that I have used to solve the problem, because I want to have people to be able to try on their own. I'm probably trying on other languages. Okay, the day 1 is simply let me read the challenge and prepare the prompt at the same time. That's the general description. As the submarine drops below the surface of the ocean, it automatically performs sonar sweep of the nearby seafloor. On a small screen, the sonar sweep report your puzzle input appears. Okay, the first sentence to me doesn't bring any information. I'll keep only this one because Bing has a restriction of how many characters the input can be, which it's much limited compared to ChatGPT, which limits to 4,000 tokens input output combined. And in Bing case it's characters, which on average, for what I've seen for the tokenizer from ChatGPT, it's up to probably one token, it's on average 5 characters. One small screen, but that's as a side note. Let's go to the question. On a small screen, the sonar sweep port your puzzle input. Each is measurements of the seafloor depth as the sweep looks further and further from submarines. Okay, we have that. We want to have the following report. We want to have the example part as well, probably the input. Okay, let's simply really try to have that in the most naive manner. Please write me a Go program that solves this. And here answer are doing it. Yeah, probably question. And let's format our question like a special input of how the typical. Please write me a Go program question. Questions would go answer instructions. Okay, let's see if that will work. For the first time, let's try simply with ChatGPT. Okay, that's how to run the program in Go. Interesting. However, we don't want to use the standard input, read the input from a file called input text, because here is where we'll now we're getting, okay, it's opening the file. If there is error, it's erroring, and so on. Okay, and that's how to run it. Let's copy that, and let's we have our input. Let's replace ours, and let's instead of the input, for first use the test. Okay, we're getting no such file or directory. This text. Then I need to do it with that. Yeah, let's try it with. Let's firstly, simply to verify, take this. That's my input. Let's put that in the test file. Test text. Okay, nice. And here in my program, test text, no such file directory. Couldn't find my file. Of course, let me copy relative. In here, if we use that instead of, okay, it's looking from the, okay, we're getting Kate. What is the suggestions for count the numbers of time and depth measurement increase? Is there's 7 measurements that are larger than the previous measurement. Okay, let's see. At the moment there is a mistake in the counting. Depth and previous depth is decreasing, increasing. And let's look at the task closely. I haven't read the task before the video, because I think that doesn't give correct impression what actually is possible. I know that most people want to see very short videos with some kind of cutted parts from how person solved that, and talking about how easy is or how incapable is, but I think that that's completely wrong. I think a person simply should give a try and have such videos with the complete content, and for that I haven't read the task, and I have no idea what are the requirements. But let's go step by step. As the submarines drop below the surface of the ocean, it automatically performs. Okay, probably not to confuse you, I will not read the text. Probably will mark it. Will not even mark it with the cursor, but will move slowly for when I understand stuff, and probably will comment it, because I assume that a person might want to read it itself, or you probably can mute the audio. In this. Okay, each one is a measurement of the seafloor depth as the sweep books further and further away from the submarine. 19. Okay, I have this uh, sonar that it's scanning how deeper the the floor of the seas uh, from the point of view of my submarine, and how going further away this change. Okay, and that's my input. That's the closest to my submarine. I'm going further away, and I'm getting a floor that it's of course not getting only deeper, or it's going in both directions, because it's not flat, obviously. The first of the business is to figure out how quickly the depth increase. Okay, I need to find, so to say, how quickly the depth increase by step, so to say, to see the derivative of the function between how farther away I am from the submarine to how that affect the depth. Just so you know, you're dealing with, you never know if the key will get carried into deeper water. You never know if the keys will get carried into deeper water by an ocean current, okay, or a fish or something. There is no measurement before the first measurement. I have increase, increase, decrease, decrease, decrease. Okay, I need to count how many times this difference is positive. Mm-hmm. Okay, let's see what might be the problem. Here we have opening the file. After that we're scanning line by line, which should be our virus here, and we can actually depth, previous depth, but 1 second, here we get the depth, and that's as the integer. Our previous depth, it's initialized to 0, which will mean that when we count, because let me show you that print land, we have here print applause, yeah, that's, and we are going from previous depth to an a depth, and that's yes. If I run this program, we'll see that I'm going from 0, 1, 1, 2, and so on. Let me make it cleaner. We're going from 0 to 90, from 90 to 20, from 200 to 208, and so on. Here we can see that initially we also count this first value that is going from 0 to 199, which it's wrong. We need to skip it. How we can skip that is probably when we do here initialization. We can have something that's int. Let me ask Bing or even doing that with Copilot int max. Right. What was in 32 max SHD? No, there is no. Let's me look online how to get that. Well, I'm not asking Bing directly because there is currently a limit of how many times max int. But where is the max int? Int max int go. Max int. Is it max int? Max int. Okay. But where is this max int? Is it in math? Okay. Which means that I need math. Again, as I said, I'm not. That doesn't look like. But right, max int. Oh, sorry about that. I initialized the wrong value. Okay, and now I'm starting from a number that it's the highest one, and there's no way there to be another integer that is bigger than this, and we'll never count it. Okay, that's so to say my solution of that. Let's go to using our real input and see if there is really working correctly. I'm removing that. And it's getting 0 because perfect, we don't have the values. However, here I'm getting my specific values, and I will commit them in my GitHub repository, and you will be able to see it if you want. Part 1. Okay, it's saying that's the solution. Okay, let's give it a try. And we solve part 1. I think for part 1 that's enough. I will make another video for part 2. Thank you for your time.